Thursday night coverage of the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan here with Greg Anthony and Tim Legler, along with our reporter, Allie LaForce. The New York Knicks come into this one following a loss, guys, to the Charlotte Hornets. Now, here's Siakam. Shot clock at 6. It's good, and he makes his first shot of the game. And like everyone else, GA, I'm looking forward to the big man matchup in this one.
Yeah, we have a pair of the best centers in the NBA. Points in the paint will be a key number tonight.
Now, here is Jordan. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, GA. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Here's Holmgren. And not going to go. He misses the first attempt on the night. We're about 1 minute into the first. Towns wide open. Off target from three-point range. Now, Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Jordan. And it's Jordan with the jam.
And that's a big reason why Jordan's field goal percentage is always so high, because most of his finishes come right at the rim.
Here's McBride to the paint. Here's Siakam. Good D by Holmgren.
He was bothered just enough to miss that shot. That's good work by the defense.
And Greg, on a team as stacked as OKC, you can almost forget about Chet Holmgren, who is the number 2 overall pick back in 2022.
And let's give him his flowers, right? The portrait of a modern big man. Shot blocking, shooting range, and plays with an edge.
And again, it's the Knicks missing. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He'll bring it up for Oklahoma City. Holmgren outside. To the inside. They set the pick. Karl-Anthony Towns with the rebound. Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
A bit ago, Mark Dacknault and I were able to chat. When Karl-Anthony Towns was brought up, Coach immediately chimed in, saying, yeah, the thing about Towns is the sheer size that he brings. Our guys will have to be physical and make him uncomfortable around the basket to have success. Physicality and aggressiveness will be the key. Kevin?
All right, Allie, thank you so much for that. Now, here's SGA. After the miss from Chet Holmgren. Pass to Jordan. And stolen by Hart. And pushing it up, here's New York. And Siakam throws it down.
And those are 2 loud points. Siakam flushes it without much effort.
Right side, Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Jordan. Towns with the steal. And now Siakam pushing it up and no one back to stop him.
Long 7'1" with that 7'6" wingspan. Holmgren can alter a block just about every shot in his vicinity. Oh, fellas, that was a vicious two-hand monster slam.
Guys, I don't think there was anyone who could have stopped him on that one. Towns for 3. Out to Brunson. Nailed from three-point land.
And for a high-volume three-point shooter, Brunson is really efficient.
Holmgren the screen. SGA from outside. The Knicks with the lead. SGA with the steal. Oklahoma City moving it around. That's in. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3.
For an offensive machine like Gilgeous-Alexander, it's important to incorporate the floater in your arsenal.
Here's Towns, and the dunk by Towns.
Very difficult to stop team play when the ball's moving. Excellent find with the pass to create that scoring opportunity.
Pass to Caruso. It's Dort on the wing. Buries the long-range jumper. We've seen the lead change hands quite a bit in this one.
And guys, I think each team knows they can win this game. Just a matter who can catch that momentum.
And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. It's the Thunder. They lead by a bucket. And we'll be back. And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen so far from the Thunder, guys.
Boy, their offense looks really good when everyone's in sync. Terrific first quarter.
Yeah, the energy was there. The communication was there. I think they can build on this going forward.
Tim, the Thunder with an MVP in SGA, an all-star in Jalen Williams. Man, this is one deep team.
Well, they may not have the top-tier star power of some other teams, but if they keep playing like this, they will become household names.
And here we go. Holmgren heading to the hoop. In the jump by Holmgren.
And great recognition. Holmgren saw the open floor and took advantage.
Clarkson outside. Here's Rodman. And it's a defensive 3-second violation. And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
You know, this is not an area where they expect him to contribute. You know, he's a guy that shot below 70% last season.
And so he hits the technical free throw. Back to Brunson. Rodman sends a screen. Down low. And Dennis Rodman with the slam.
And the way that Brunson is just so calm in the pick and roll. Boy, he is smooth.
Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
Thanks a lot. Coach Mark Daigneault talked about the Thunder's system of player development, and he said, we try to do things that serve both the team and the individual, and then it's easier for guys to commit to it, and if that happens, then you have an environment that can be pretty powerful. Kevin?
Turning potential into production. Thanks a lot, Allie. Oh, he really broke up that transition opportunity. Looks like it'll be a transition take foul. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Thunder.
Just a great job so far applying pressure defensively. The opposition is on their heels with the ball in their hand. Nightmarish clamps thus far.
And then there's the points off turnovers. They've really made the other team pay when they lack ball security.
You know, something that Williams does so well, as soon as he has inside position, he just goes for the finish.
Here's Kolek. Can't get it to fall. Oklahoma City leading by 9. Pass to Joe. SGA feeling it out a bit. And the shot falls short this time.
He typically dominates that area of the floor. It just didn't drop.
And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
When a pick like that is questionable, it creates that much of an advantage for the offense. You have to blow the whistle.
Well, oftentimes illegal screens fall into a gray area, but that time he got called for it.
And legs from going undrafted to becoming a three-point contest champion, you had to fight for your place in the NBA.
Well, Kevin, that's an understatement. Yes, undrafted in '88. I played in just about every league imaginable, including a year in France. Had a bunch of 10-day contracts early on, but I didn't get my first full-time NBA contract until 1993 with the Dallas Mavericks.
Well, your perseverance and tenacity definitely paid off.
Certainly didn't take no for an answer, I can tell you that.
To the right side. And Towns throws it down.
And forget those threes. Cat, get the easy one.
Pass to Mitchell. Latrey. The shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
That's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, and that's the effectiveness of the two-man game right there.
Now here's Rodman. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And as a free throw shooter, Robin has his challenges. One of those guys who almost shoots a better percentage from the field.
And G.A., you started your career with the Knicks. What memories do you have from your time in New York?
Well, after winning the championship in college, it was great to play for a team in the NBA that had similar aspirations. So many great veterans to learn from and a Hall of Fame coach.
And it goes down 2 points. Towns has got 6.
Well, he's starting to get into a rhythm now after a rough first quarter.
Mitchell outside. Williams with a clean look. Good, and it's Mitchell picking up the assist. Williams has got the lead up to 10 now for Oklahoma City. It's taken away by Wallace. .32 seconds left now here in the second. It's rebounded by New York.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Well, that's not a horrible shot for him to take, but you could still probably find a higher percentage shot.
Now, here's Mitchell. Pass to Joe. Now Wallace. Fires the 3. That one doesn't go. Got it up. And so it's the Oklahoma City Thunder in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. Their shooting has been the big key. Their percentage from the field so far has been terrific. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. And here now the Thunder. And at home for the next game, it'll be Detroit pulling into town. And that'll be the middle game of their 5 and their longest homestand of the year. Knocks down the 3-ball.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
Brunson outside. Drains it from 17 feet out. Brunson's got 5 now.
And you can tell Brunson has been well coached. He knows just when to call for that pick and roll.
And it's in there. And the Thunder lead by 11.
His efficiency throughout this game has really been something, and his team has been able to succeed in large part because of it.
And he comes up with the deuce.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Second round pick back in 2018. Stardom wasn't expected for Jalen Brunson, but he's always been a winner.
You look at his physical attributes, nothing jumps out at him, but it's all between the ears with him. The skill, the footwork, the vision, that's what makes him elite.
Here's Brunson, and denied. He sends it right off the glass.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
New York shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in the game.
And when you look at their numbers from a season ago, 80% as a unit, that's something you'll be happy with.
To the middle. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Clock at 6. Holmgren the screen. Dort. And there's another one for the Thunder.
But you can't play much better than this. That's 4 straight to start the half.
Lobbed up there for Robinson. And stolen by Caruso. Here comes SGA. Lays it up and banks it in. SGA's got 9 points here in the second half. There's a screen by Robinson. Sweet move. And it's Brunson missing. And here's SGA. He'll bring it up for the Oklahoma City Thunder. They lead by the biggest margin of the game, 15 points. Drops in the layup for 2. SGA's got 11 here in this quarter alone.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
High arcing shot. And Brunson gets it to go.
And he's really shot the ball well, but it hasn't been contagious.
Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. Out left to the wing. Pass to Dort. Now Holmgren. Off target with his 3. And Greg, the Thunder, NBA champions at last, and still incredibly young.
And this is no fluke. They defended, they shared it, trusted in the system and one another. The league's been put on notice. This team is just getting started.
And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allen.
Thanks, Kevin. Jalen Williams has become an all-star and a key player for the Thunder. And Shea Gilgeous-Alexander said he allows us to really do anything out there because he's so versatile. He's been special for us and is a big reason why we are where we are. He just does whatever it takes to win. Guys?
He is a big factor. Allie, we appreciate the report.
How about the inbound pass there? Easy bucket.
Pass to Williams. Mitchell outside. It's hauled in by Karl-Anthony Towns. Here's Clarkson. Makes it off the glass. Clarkson's got his first 2 points of the night.
And savvy inside play by Clarkson, getting himself a look right at the basket.
Pass to Wallace. And stolen by Hart. Here's Clarkson. Off the mark, had a chance to trim it to single digits. The Thunder leading by 11. On the wing, Wallace. Still yet to score. And a fast break now for New York. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
All it takes is a half second of carelessness, and someone will be rocking the rim going the other way.
And so Mark Daigneault calls a timeout. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. Joe with it. Pass to Mitchell. And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
Beyond the leaning, you can see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
Also, the ball handler needs to wait until the screener's feet are set.
Siakam for three. Shea Gilgeous-Alexander, guys, has been on display for the Thunder. It's been an excellent game for him offensively. He's got 21 points and counting. And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter. Knicks trailed by 9. And we've got a report from the sideline. Let's get the scoop on Jalen Brunson. What's the status, Allie?
Guys, I had a moment to catch up with New York's head athletic trainer. There's some pain in the chest area, especially when breathing. Right now, it's being called a bruise. The good news from the training staff is that they do think he could play on it, so he won't have to miss minutes. Guys?
Allie, thanks as always.
Well, it's a tough part of the game for sure. You see these athletes out here with the strength and speed that they play with. Injuries are unavoidable.
And the foul called on Pascal Siakam. That's his first foul. Here's Dort. Oklahoma City moving the ball around. And stolen by Siakam.
Just waiting for a chance to make a play, and when the pass was made, he's all over it. Just a fantastic steal.
And Hart has it in the corner. And again, New York with the triple.
Yeah, that's 2 straight three-pointers they've allowed.
Pass to Holmgren. Inside Dort. On the wing, Gilgeous-Alexander. 6 to shoot. Oklahoma City needs to get off a shot. Caruso, no good.
And that was almost a block. Still did enough to alter the shot.
He didn't quite get a hand on it, but he did enough to affect the miss.
Yeah, this looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowing.
Outside, SGA. For 3, Holmgren sinks the triple. And the Thunder lead by 3.
And I love the competitive edge Holmgren plays with, coming right back with his own triple.
Now McBride. Towns outside. Jacks up a three. Gets a hand on it. Oh, sticks the putback.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
For those just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Now Jordan. Now SGA. And Mark Daignault calls timeout here. He's very aware of the timing here and the significance of getting things squared away with his team. And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Hi, guys. Well, Mark Daignault was just reviewing the plan with his team. He pleaded with his guys to keep their emotions in check, saying, you're battling right now. Continue to play smart. Don't try to be a hero out there. Play for one another. Guys, let's see what happens.
Thank you, Allie.
This is exactly why they go to him in these spots. These guys believe in his ability to come through with a clutch.
The Thunder leading by 3. On the wing, Gilgeous-Alexander.
A season that with lots of playoff experience, Jordan remains calm under pressure.
There's the double team with Dort. And out of bounds as the Thunder gain possession.
Oh, those kinds of unforced mistakes will drive any coach nuts.
Things really clicking for him at the offensive end.
They're making good decisions, not wasting these opportunities.
Here's Caruso. Now SGA. Holmgren the screen. Trying again. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Shea hits from outside.
And Shea didn't need a lot of time to get that shot off. His feet were set, his hands were ready, and he let it fly.
Strong move off the glass.
And it looks like just playing the last bit of this one out in what should be a nice win here for the Thunder.
The big difference here was accuracy from three-point range.
And once they started sinking shots, it really stretched out to be and created other opportunities. And anytime they got space, they seemed to just knock down another triple.
And it'll mark their 4th win on the year. Actually, their 5th win on the year.
And so they'll take the first game of the season series, a team they'll only see twice. They're certainly happy to start it off with a win.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Shea Gilgeous-Alexander.
And watching that last game, you could see the comfort zone he got into, just filling it up from all of the spots he loves.
And here is Dort. So it's Oklahoma City picking up the win. Some good moments throughout this one, but they had the clear advantage down the stretch.
Yeah, I mean, I love the way they executed on both ends of the floor, completely under control for the vast majority of the game. And whenever there was a misstep, they just didn't allow it to fester, and that's why they're going to walk away with the win.
And that'll wrap it up, folks.
Mama